Hi, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Queen song I'm in Love with My Car, written and sung by Roger Taylor, and we'll find that on the Night at the Opera album, and it was also a B-side to Bohemian Rhapsody. The song itself is in 3/4 time, which is important to remember, because if we count out in 4/4 time we'll get mixed up. Two guitars being played for the intro. The rhythm guitar itself is just playing a D5 chord, and we're going to be playing that counting out in 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll count now like 8 bars. There's also a lead guitar that you can hear in the mix, which plays something like this. Like that. I'll put the guitar tab on the screen to make it easier to learn, but really all we're doing there is on the D string we're open 2nd 4th, like hammering on, moving to the G string, doing the same thing, and we're doing like a trill, and then coming back to the D string, 4th and 2nd, hammering on, pulling off, open. So we've got that. We then have the next phrase in that intro. We've got it goes something like that. D string, 2nd to 4th, G string, open 2nd 4th, B string, 2nd to 3rd to 5th, bend up. So we've got that. Release the 5th bend, 5th, 3rd, 5th, 3rd. So we've got that. Slide into the 2nd, hammer onto the 3rd. Nice trill, coming to the G string, 4th, 2nd, open, 2nd. So we should have played quickly. Like that. But again, I'll put the guitar tab on the screen. That should hopefully make that simpler. We then come to our verse. Now the progression for this song is pretty much the same, with the exception of the bridge in the intro. Is pretty much the same chord progression, which is E minor to G5 to D to C. But sometimes it varies in its timing. So for the first verse we're going to move from E minor to a G5 to a D to a C. We're going to play our E minor like this, open E, 7th fret on the A, 9th frets of the D and the G, and we're going to count like this. We're going to do 4 bars of E minor, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Moving to a G, G5 because we're muting the A string. I'm going to do 2 bars of that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do a D5, 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. To a C, I'm going to do 4 bars of that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now the progression remains the same, but this time on the E minor we're only going to do 2 bars. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, G, 2 bars, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, D5, 2 bars, 1, 2, 3, to C, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that takes care of our first verse. I'll play it through again, so we should have something like this. This now takes us through to our pre-chorus, which has some lead lines in that. We'll go through the chords for that first, so we can see what's going on. Again, it's following the same chord progression, but this time really on E minor, G, D and C we do 4 bars of each chord, so it should sound like this rhythm wise. That's the rhythm for the pre-chorus. Now in that pre-chorus there's lead lines. There's a little bit of wah, which I'm not using at the minute, but we'll have this line. Really on the E string we're going 12, 15, going through the 14th frets of the A, the D and the G. And on that G and the 14th we're going to bend and release to the 12th, to the 14th and bend. Through that. Our next phrase is on the 15th of B, we're going to bend that up. Going 15, 13, 12. To the 14th of G, bend and release, to the 12th, on D, 14, 12. So we've got that. Our next phrase is on the 19th fret of the B string. We're going to bend that up and release, and bend again, bend again, and release to the 17th. And our very last phrase on the G string, 14th fret, bend and release to the 12th, to the 14th, bend. Look at that. Like that. This takes us nicely. We'll play our chorus, which is again the E minor, G, D to C chord progression. So we're really going to do 2 bars of each chord and then continue to do a further 2 bars of the C right at the end is the easiest way to explain that. So I'll play that through our chorus. On E minor, G, 1, 2, D, 1, 2, C, E minor. That's our chorus. This takes us nicely through to our bridge. Again, there's 2 guitars. Playing a simple phrase of an A5, sliding into a B5. So we've got this. I'm going to do that 4 times. Moving to a B, sliding into a C. Moving to that same phrase again. Which is fairly straightforward. There's a lead guitar playing on that, which will hear this phrase. Which we're playing on the 7th fret of the A string, where we'll bend and release over to the 5th, 7th of A, but the note we're definitely here is the 5th fret of the D string. The next phrase we hear is when the B to C on that bit, 4th fret of the G string, we'll bend and release. Make a lot more sense if we're listening along with the record as we're working this out. Our next phrase is this. So we're bending the 7th of G, and then we're going 7-5-4-5 on the G, or finishing on the 5th of D. And then right at the end of that phrase we have this like where we're on the 4th of the D, 4-5-4, pull off the open second. So that's that phrase. We now come to what we refer to as the interlude. Again, this is very similar to our intro in the way that it's on D5 and we have 8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's a few phrases where there's like a meandering guitar, which we can just hear in the mix. One of the phrases that we hear is on a D5, and it kind of goes so like sliding from that D5 up 2 frets and back down. So like that. We'll hear that on the record if we listen to it. We then have like a hammering on and pull like a type of thing going on. I'll put the guitar tab on to explain that. But we're on the 2nd fret of the D. We're going to go through 2nd, 4th, 5th, and then pull back up. So to open 2nd, 4th, 5th. So we got. We're going to kind of do this very similar thing on the G string. Then on the D, 4th, 2nd, open. So the guitar's very meandering and it's not definite. We can definitely hear that on the record. So, like I say, the guitar tab will help you be able to work that out. We then come up with a pre-chorus again. The chords for the pre-chorus being the same as we looked at before, which is the E minor, G, D to C, 4 bars of each. Again, we have phrases in that we hear, lead phrases. The first one being we're going to like an E minor pentatonic, 12th fret to the 15th on the bottom E, 12-14 on the A, the D, 12-14, G, 12-14, and bend that 14th. I'll show you that. We then have this phrase. So on the 15th, we're going to bend that up on the B string. Play the 15th, moving to the 17th, bend to the 14th of the G. Hear that? Sorry. Our next phrase, we're going to bend the 19th up, and we have this phrase in the pre-chorus, goes something like this. On the 19th fret of the B string, we want to bend that up. 19, 17, 19th of the G, 17, 19 on the B. Good. We're going to go 19 on the G, 17, 19 on the B, 17 on the high E, 19th of the B. Good. We now come to our chorus. Again, the same as what we explained before. The E minor to the G to the D to the C. 2 bars of each, play through twice. But we'll reiterate. Leads us nicely through to our outro. The outro is very similar as the intro, which is just D5 with that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It kind of fades out, but we hear that like meandering guitar again, similar to what we did on the intro, where we have this kind of phrase, where we hammer on from on the G string on the 4th fret of the 5th, pull off, slide to the 2nd, pull off, 2nd, 4th, 2nd, 4th, good type of thing. We have this phrase where we've got we're going from the 3rd of the B into the 5th, and hammer on from the 3rd to the 5th, pull off, 5th of G, 3rd of B, and the 5th of G. So we've got that kind of we have this phrase as a guitar. As the record fades out, we can hear like a meandering guitar. So I'll put the guitar tab on for if you wanted to be able to work that out. But we have this kind of thing where we're on the 2nd fret of the G, hammer onto the 5th, and it's like a trill. We then do the same thing on the 3rd and 5th fret of the D string. Do the same thing on the A string. Go to the 3rd and the 1st on the bottom E. Then we're going to do like that trill on the 3rd and 5th at the bottom E. Same thing on the A string. And then there's a phrase right at the end. But it's really starting to fade out, where we're on the 5th fret of the G, 7th fret of D, back to the 5th fret of the G, and then the 7th up. And right at the end, as the song's faded out, there's a little guitar part that comes in, where we're playing what's essentially a G major 7 chord, 2nd fret of the high E, 3rd fret of the B. Got our thumb hooked over for the 2nd fret of the A string. We then put our little finger on the 3rd fret of the E. So we're going to play like that. We then play in an A. A suspended 4. I'll play that again probably. So we've got that. I could have a better guitar sound for this, which would make it sound more like the record, but I've struggled to get a tone for this one. So we're playing like a G major 7 chord. Put our little finger down on the 3rd fret of the E. We then going to move to A. A suspended 4. Keeping that held down, we're going to play the E and the B string to an A to D. That takes us to the end of the song. So as always, thank you for watching, and I really hope that helps you be able to play I'm in Love with My Car by Queen.